Hello children of class 8. So welcome back to our e-learning class. Now in our previous class we have read about another important function of constitution. That is, the second important purpose of a constitution is to define the nature of a country's political system, and after that we have read the story, a small story about that class monitor Suresh, how he had misused his power. Let's resume reading. In democratic societies, the constitution often lays down rules that guard against this misuse of authority by our political leaders. In the case of the Indian constitution, about which you will read more later in this chapter, many of these laws are contained in the section on fundamental rights. Do you recall the chapter on the Dalit writer Om Prakash Balmiki's experiences in the school from your class 7 book, that he was a student of class 4 and he had to clean the school and the playground, as he was from a Dalit family and his other classmates, they were studying, but he had to clean the school and he had to clean the playground, and it was instructed by the headmaster. It was not that he was doing that on his own, but it was the instruction of the headmaster. So in that chapter we talked about the discrimination Om Prakash faced because he was a Dalit. You read about how the Indian constitution guarantees the right to equality to all persons and says that no citizen can be discriminated against on grounds of religion. Kindly underline this once, children. Take the pencil, you start underlining, or just you start underlining from this line. That is, you read about how the Indian constitution guarantees the right to equality to all persons and says that no citizen can be discriminated against on grounds of religion, race, caste, gender and place of birth. The right to equality is one of the fundamental rights guaranteed by the Indian constitution. Underline up to this. So that means I have my place of birth is Bardhaman. That's why I will get so many privileges, but your place of birth is there in Gujarat. That's why you will be you will be remaining underprivileged. It's not like that. Indian constitution has clearly stated that no such discrimination could be done or will be entertained. Come to the next page. Now take the pencil again, underline. Another important function that a constitution plays in a democracy is to ensure that a dominant group does not use its power against other less powerful people or groups. Underline up to this. The storyboard below demonstrates one such situation in the classroom. That means we are majority. We can do anything we want, and you people are less in number. That's why your choice or your opinions will not be entertained. You have to listen whatever we will say. So our constitution is dead against of this, and our constitution had just taken enough measures to safeguard this sort of matters. The games period is about to begin. Let's play basketball today for a change. No, we will play cricket. The teacher decides to settle the problem with a show of hands. Obviously, there are more boys in the class. He, we have won. We always have to do what the boys want because they are in a majority. That means they are more in number. That's why whatever they will decide, it will be done. Ma'am should think of another way to make decisions so that our wishes are also heard. Such unhealthy situations can occur in democratic societies too, where a majority can continuously enforce decisions that exclude minorities and go against their interests. As the above storyboard illustrates, every society is prone to this tyranny. Tyranny means severe or harsh treatment. Severe or harsh treatment, tyranny of the majority. The Constitution usually contains rules that ensure that minorities are not excluded from anything that is routinely available to the majority. Another reason why we have a constitution is precisely, underline this one also, it is very important. Another reason why we have a constitution is precisely to prevent this tyranny or domination by the majority of a minority. This can refer to one community dominating another, that is inter-community domination, or members of one community dominating others within the same community, that is intra-community domination. Meaning of intra is within. So children, we have read up to this. Now in our next class we will proceed with the next part of the chapter. That means we will read the third significant reason that why we need a constitution. Okay, bye children.